Hi guys, it's Miss Hollaball. We're going to work on multiplying fractions with cross-canceling. I'll go over some of the ones that we did in class and then a couple more from your homework sheets from tonight. Number one was 1/10 times 4/5. What you want to do, you have to use one numerator and one denominator. They can be on the same fraction or they can be on different fractions. It does not matter. You're looking for two numbers that have a common factor other than 1. Since this one is already a 1, we're going to leave that one alone. So let's look at the other numerator. We have a 4. So if I think of all of the factors of 4, I have 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. So I have 1, 2, and 4. We're not going to use 1. I'm going to start with my greatest factor, 4. Can 4 go evenly into 5 or 10? Answer to that is no. So I can mark 4 out. Go to 2. Can 2 go into 5 or 10 evenly? Answer is yes. So I'm going to divide the 4 and the 10 by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now I can simply just multiply across. 1 times 2 is 2. And then 5 times 5 is 25. And since I've already reduced it within my problem, that's going to be simplest form. Next, let's go look at number 2. Number 2 is 1/2 times 8/10. Again, the 1, we want to leave it alone. I'm going to go to the 8. 8 and 2 can both be divided by 2, but so can 8 and 10. It doesn't matter which one you choose, just choose one. So I'm going to divide the 2 and the 8. Both of these can be divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 1 times 4, well actually, I can also divide 4 and 10 by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now, these both are both 1s, and 2 and 5, there's nothing else they have in common. So I can do 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 5 is 5. And there would be your final answer. Number 3 is 2/10 times 2/3. This case, I can cross-cancel a 2 and a 10. Both of these can be divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. This is a 1. I can leave it alone. I have a 2 over here, but underneath I have 3 and 5 as denominators. So there's nothing else that can cancel. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 3 is 15. And that would be our simplest form. For the next 3 problems, I'm going to be looking at your dividing fractions worksheet. For dividing fractions, number 1, we have 4/5 divided by 8/10. Remember, when we divide fractions, we have to turn it into a multiplication sentence. So we do the keep, switch the sign, and flip or reciprocate the second one. So keep, switch, flip. Now I can say, well, 4 and 2 can both be divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 8 divided by 2, 4 and 8 can both be divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then 5 and 10 can both be divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. These 2's can cancel each other out. They both become 1. So now I'm left with 1 over 1, which is an improper fraction, and 1 divided by 1 is 1. So 1 is your final answer. Number 2, on division, we have 7/10 divided by 2/5. We want to keep, switch, flip. 5 and 10 can both be divided by 5. So let's make this a 1, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. Nothing else can cross cancel, so I get 7 times 1 is 7. 2 times 2 is 4. Again, I have an improper fraction. I have to treat this like a division problem. 7 divided by 4. 4 will go into 7. one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Your remainder is 3, so you put the remainder as your new numerator and keep your denominator the same. So 1 3/4 would be the final answer. And the last one I'll review with you is number 3. It's 2/3 divided by 1/2. We want to do keep, switch, flip. This one has nothing that will cross cancel. So if that's the case, all you do is just multiply across. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. In proper fraction, we would say 4 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time with the remainder of 1. So to write the remainder as a fraction, you put your whole number, then your remainder goes on top as your numerator, and your denominator stays the same. So 1 1/3. So hopefully this will help you with tonight's homework. And don't forget, your quiz is on Friday. Have a good evening.